What's going on, guys? It's Rob here and I'm back doing another video, but this is again a different type of video. This is actually a story time. Now, I was trying to do Valorant content. I will continue to do Valorant content, but today I'm trying a story time because I thought you guys might want to know some stuff about me and some funny stories. Now, if you guys enjoy this, don't forget to go down into my comment section and say that you enjoy it. Like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff, because it helps out the channel. It helps me out so much, and I'd like to thank you for everyone that's been here in the last couple of months helping me and giving me good vibes when it comes to my content. I do appreciate it so much. I apologize, I do have a bit of a cough, but this is a story time video of how I cracked my friend's head open. Now, I'd like to say he's okay, he's fine, he has no brain damage, nothing like that. We're going to call him Matt in this video for no apparent reason. That's not his name, it's just I don't want to use his name because privacy reasons. So me and Matt were playing football. We were all having a good time, and another friend came over, and for privacy issues again, we're going to call him Steven. Now, Steven was a very, very funny kid and enjoyed making people, well, I say funny kid. He liked to mess about, and he liked to mess with people and just have a laugh. Now, this one time, he was having a laugh with Matt, and we were on our way to music at the time, and the music block in my old school wasn't great. It was this little concrete brick building that was very, very sharp corners. Now, if you guys can't guess, the corners where it happened, and it wasn't great at all. I thought I was going to get into a lot of trouble, but as I was saying, Steven was having a joke with Matt, and it gets a little bit out of hand. Now, Steven is messed with Matt's hoodie and ripped his strings on his hoodie, and obviously Matt really liked his hoodie, and it ended up starting a fight. Now, I didn't want my friends to fight, so I've grabbed Matt to try and stop him, but in me grabbing Matt trying to stop him, I've lost my footing and put my foot in mud, which has made me slip, and then I ended up flooring him into the corner of the music block. Now, I didn't think anything of it at first, because I thought he was just faking it and being a little bitch, because he used to do that quite a lot. It wasn't. He was hurt, because I was year 7 at this point, bear this in mind. I was a little scrawny kid, tiny, like skinny as anything. You wouldn't think I could hurt a fly. And I had hurt my friend, and I hadn't meant to, and we were still friends after that. I don't talk to him much now, but I thought I'd let you guys know this story because it's quite a funny one. And I didn't think he was hurt, so I was telling him to get up and stop being a little bitch, and I felt the back of his head, and I felt like this scratch. I took my hand away, and I realised there was blood. So I'd started panicking, and one of the year 11s had come over and gone, his head's cracked open, someone get him some help, get him some help. So at this point, me being in year 7 and a little bitch, I have shat myself. I've ran away. I have legitimately ran away. I had a lesson. I had music, but I'd ran away, and I went and hid in the toilets for like 10-20 minutes, waiting for like it all to die down. I then went and sat in my lesson and was dreading getting called out of that lesson, to be called into another room with a teacher and him being there and him looking at me. But it happened. I was called out. I didn't get into trouble, by the way. Somehow I did not get into trouble for this, and it was absolutely hilarious. Steven was okay. He was getting strangled, and obviously I tried to stop Matt, and it all went out of hand. I will admit that. But as I was saying, I'd been called out of lesson, and I've gone and sat in the lesson in this room with Matt, who has a giant bandage around his head, which I found quite amusing. I walked in and I giggled, and I got told to stop giggling because it wasn't funny. And then we all sat down, and he just looks at me and goes, "This hurts, you know." And I just start wetting myself, and I get told off again. I get told to stop laughing. It's not a laughing matter, this, that, and the other. But in my head, however old you are at year 7, I think it's 11 or 12, you can't help but laugh at the fact that your friend looks like he's out of a cartoon because he's wearing a bandage wrapped around his head and he's looked at you and gone, this hurts, you know, which I found absolutely fucking hilarious. So I stopped laughing, and then we got into the conversation of what happened, and Matt admitted he got into a fight with Stephen, and I was the innocent one and I tried to stop it, and Stephen didn't get into any trouble anyway, and they said, Matt, we think you need to go to the hospital. So he went to the hospital. I went back to class. Everyone, mind, and I mean this, everyone stared at me when I walked back into class. They actually stared at me, and it scared the living shit out of me because I didn't know what to do. I was not a, popular kid in school. I was actually, not very popular, and not many people liked me because of me being weird. So I've had this whole class stare at me, and I've just been told by the teacher, go and sit down and get on with your work. So I've gone and done that, and Stephen leans over and he goes, is he okay? And I go, yeah, he's alright, he's got a bandage around his head. And he went, how does he look? And I went, oh, you'll find out later. He goes, oh, is it bad? And I'm there like, no, it's just funny. And he's like, okay, that's fine. And then I go, okay, so what do we do now? And then we did the work. We went home, and we actually went on an Xbox Live party chat with him, and he told us that he had just been to the hospital and he was all fine. They gave him some paper stitches, and the funniest thing apart at this is he told us this, but then his mum came in and told us on the mic that she had taken him to the hospital and they just sent him home with paper stitches, but he couldn't go home because no one was home and she was in work, so he had to sit in her work's cafeteria for 2 to 3 hours when he was there, when he could have been home gaming. And he literally said to his mum he wanted to go home and game, and she was like, I can't let you go home. It's not allowed. You might have a concussion. Secret is she was messing with him, and she just wanted him in the work because she didn't want him to go home and game and just game constantly while he wasn't in school. But he came back in the next day, and oh my god, did I get the berating of my life from everybody in that school. I got told, oh, you hurt him, you cracked his head open. He just looked at him and went, I'm fine. I don't care. But that's the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed this content, go down into the comment section and tell me so, because I do want to make more content like this. I really enjoy making content like this. I know I had to cut it short, and I know we had some technical issues, and I do apologise about that, but it is what it is. I can't really do much, but I hope you guys have an amazing day, and peace out.